running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's talk about the Red Hawks. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one peak.
Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
From the gun, the ground game. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rockets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Guys, let's chat about Toledo. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Got it in the middle, it's a 0. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Rockets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Rockets! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw on first down. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete on the comeback. At the 45 on its way. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. He makes a catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Redhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Finn. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Redhawks! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Christian. Picks up the first down, still moving. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Rockets have this offense rolling.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw. It's Gleason. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Tracy. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Red Hawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's the end of the period. It's Miami, Ohio on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Redhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. It's complete to the right. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northern Illinois. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williamson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Quick strike complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Christian. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. And the Rockets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Finds his man down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. RPO complete to open the drive.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Red Hawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Finn. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Good timing on the quick out. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Rockets want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Snagged in the middle. It's a 0. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Going for 6. Complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Finn. Got a man. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Red Hawks send out the punt unit.
Number 36. On to punt it away.
Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's a 0. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Gleason. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got a man. It's Williamson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Looking downfield, it's Finn. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Red Hawks will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Looking to pass. It's Gleason. Oh, he makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rockets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, but you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good.
Touchdown, Rockets! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Using his legs, it's Tracy. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. And the Redhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Finn. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film.